in the days before the event, he had the whole world wondering if he would show up. Plane after plane waited on the runway, while he napped or took walks and ate sandwiches. Henry Kissinger called and asked him to go for his country's honor. Soon after arriving, he offended the Icelanders by calling their country inadequate because it had no bowling alleys. He complained about the TV cameras, about the lighting, about the table and chairs, and the contrast of the squares on the board. His hotel room, he said, had too nice a view. None of this had anything to do with chess, of course. Or maybe it did. If he won, he'd be the first American world champion in history. If he lost, he'd just be another Potts from Brooklyn. On the 40th move of the 21st game, he counted Spassky's bishop to king 6 with a pawn to rook 4. And it was all over. He came home an American hero. He bragged to the world he beat the Russians, and he delivered. He could now command the same money as heavyweight prize fighters. He was invited to dinner by statesmen and kings. Then Bobby Fischer made the most original and unexpected move of all. He disappeared. Bobby Fischer was 6 when his mother moved the family to a small apartment near Ebbsfield. At night, when the traffic noise died down, you could hear the roar of the crowd from the stadium. His sister brought him games to amuse him while their mother was at work. Monopoly, Parcheesi, chess. Even though she was 5 years older, she was soon no match for him. It became more interesting for him to play against himself. He'd play both sides of the board, equally hard, careful to be fair, but he always won. In school, before he dropped out, Bobby studied chess books, while his teachers taught other things. When they told him to put his books away, or took them away, he studied in his head. When a science report came back to him once, with the words "not satisfactory" written across the top, he wrote under it, just as big, "tough." He was 14 and had already beaten the strongest adult players in the country to become the youngest U.S. champion ever. It took people a while to realize he was really gone. He had disappeared before, once for 18 months, for his crushing defeat of Petrosian in Belgrade. But when he didn't show up in Manila in '75 to defend his title, they took it away from him and gave it back to the Russians.
When did you start to get serious about chess?
I got serious, oh, well, I was always pretty serious about it, you know, when I was maybe 7.
People say they've received letters from him over the years, but never show them. They say he lost his nerve and will never play again. They say he lost his mind and roams the streets of Los Angeles, hiding out under assumed names. Some people say he's dead. I think he's laying low and getting stronger, waiting for just the right moment to come back and reclaim his crown.